Hey everybody, Kyle Farley here with AMPM Guide Service and Hooked in Travel. I'm back again here with Joclyn Leung at Angling Outfitters here in Woodstock, Ontario, and today we're going over the Elitefs and programming and setting it up for ice fishing. Stay tuned.
Alright guys, we're going to show you how to set up a brand new factory unit and make it an awesome ice fishing system. So we turn on our unit, which is a FS9, same as the FS7. We're going to use English as the main language. We're going to accept it. We're going to configure the device. We're going to run in miles, lakes, ice fishing, finish. So we've set up the unit for ice fishing. Alrighty, we go to the page button. We're going to hit the gear button. We're going to hit the sonar button. We're going to go to the installation button. We're going to slide it down. And the transducer type, we're going to use the code that's not on the transducer. The crystals are dual cone crystals in the unit. And the crystal is going to be called the PTI, I means ice, WBL or WSU. So I've told the unit that I have a dual crystals on the 9P ice transducer, which is a correct transducer to get for this unit. So if you look at the transducer, I'm just going to unplug it and show you guys. It says right on it, 9P ice, and it has 9 pins, even though there's not 9 pins, but that's called the 9-pin adapter. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to fake everything. So page button, gear button, simulator, and we're going to fake everything. That way we can teach you how to use the unit. So first thing we're going to do is set up the sonar properly. So now that we're demoing everything, we can explain how each feature works. So the first thing we're going to do is hit the page button. We're going to go to the fishfinder button, which is sonar. Here's the factory settings. So we go to ice mode. We now fine-tune the heck out of the cones. So we go to our advanced feature. We turn off the top filter. Our next thing is our scroll speed. We're going to go up to 6 because I like the 6 setting, which is a very fast scroll rate. And our ping speed we want at max, so we want as many signals per second as we can get. Now the next thing we do is go to more options. On more options we go to color number 13 if you're not colorblind, because I need to see the silt on the bottom of the lake. If I stop the unit, we're going to play with the sensitivity. So we go to sensitivity, and we're going to leave it on auto mode, but we're going to add 10% more power, 20% more power, 30%, 40%, 50%. We want to get the fuzz off the bottom because I want to see how much silt is on the bottom of the lake. In our area on Lake Nipissing, on the Wantonian Shoal, there's anywhere from 7 to 11 inches of silt. If you're catching mud puppies, that means you're in the silt and the fish can't see your bait. So we want to see how much blue fuzz comes off the bottom, which is the organic matter that hasn't been, it's all rotty matter. Okay, so we need to see that. Okay, so the first thing we do is set everything up that way. Now, you have a lot of zooms on these units, so we go back to more options and we turn on the amplitude scope. We have a vertical flasher. With the vertical flasher, we can see our jig going up and down. We can see the fish come through like a zigzag, or the fish come through as a straight line. If the fish comes through as a straight line, you're looking at a lake trout. If the fish comes through as a zigzag up and down, you're looking at a drunken whitefish. Okay? Alright guys, so let's talk about the zoom. Right now we're in 12.7 feet of water. We want to zoom in off the bottom, and we've already saw the silt by setting the sensitivity. We've turned down the sensitivity to teach you the screen. Zoom in number one, there's 5 zooms on a Lowrance product. Zoom in 1, 8 so we're in 7.7 feet of water to 12 feet of water. Zoom number 2, 8 feet of water to 13 feet of water. Zoom number 3, 10 feet of water to 13 feet of water. Zoom number 4, 10 to 14. Zoom number 5. I'm just going to stop the screen. So we've got the bottom 2 feet, so we can really see what's happening at the bottom of the lake, and that's incredible. So we have we're looking at the detail that we need to see. Now, this brings us to the next page. We get rid of the pre-done summer screens. We create a new winter screen. I can run 2 cone angles at the same time, and that is an incredible feature. So we've already zoomed in 5 times on the left screen. Now we have to reprogram the right screen. So I touch the right screen, I clear the cursor. I have to set the right screen the same as the left screen. Turn off the top filter. Scroll speed up 6. And then we go back to color number 13. We don't put amplitude scope on a wide cone. The left cone is 200 kilohertz, which is 22 degrees from center. The right cone, which is 83 kilohertz, is 52 degrees from center. So in 100 feet of water, you can approximately mark 300 feet each side of the boat on this screen. This screen, you're going to see the jig. You're going to see the jig hit the silt. This screen, you're not going to see the jig because the cones are far greater than this side. But you will see fish coming through, which brings us to the broadband. So I can create one more page because we're ice fishing. Chart, sonar, sonar, go vertical. Save. So same screen, hit the power button because I want to have a smaller map, bigger fish finders. If I want a bigger fish finder, I can slide the toolbar away. So this is my 22 degree cone. This is my 52 degree cone. When I see a fish far away from me, right here, I'm going to mark it as a red stop sign. I save it. When I go page button, or zoom into where I'm located. One moment. Oops, wrong button. I zoom into the page button, and that fish is that far behind from the boat. When you're connected to the GPS, when you mark a fish, it tells you how far it is from your hole. On this simulation, folks, it's not doing this job because on the real mode, when you mark the fish number 5, I hit number 5, I edit it. It's going to tell you the depth of the fish. It's going to tell you the time. It's going to tell you the lat long. When the unit's connected to a GPS, not on demo mode, on the bottom left of the screen, it'll tell you how far that fish is from where your hut is. All right, guys, we're back on the fish finder screen. So we don't have water temp on the ice transducer. We hit the power button. We hit the edit overlay button. We go to add. We want to know our voltmeter, and I need to know the time. Now, for those of us fishing by themselves, we might put some other information on the screen. So we want the voltmeter to see how good your battery is. The voltmeter I don't need so big, so I make it smaller. I bring it down here. The time's good. The water temperature we're going to get rid of. The depth we make bigger because we can't see. And we're good. Now, if you're walking out in a snowstorm, go to your chart screen, hit your power button, hit your edit, hit your add. I want my compass heading. I would like to know how fast the quad's going, and I can then put the depth. Move the depth over here, compass heading, move it here. So when I get lost, I know where I'm heading to get back to shore. So a smart thing to do, if I'm starting over here in the morning, wherever you lock on the satellite, hit the waypoint button, put the home button, and save it. So every time you get lost, if you put the cursor, it'll tell you where to go and how to get there, so you don't get lost in the snowstorm. All right, guys, we're going to show you another neat feature for those who like using the flasher. We have a video after this regarding comparing a flasher to a sonar. So right now, maybe your friends or you would like to try the sonar. So we go back to color number 13. A little note, on demo mode, the Lowrance resets itself every 4 minutes. So there are times I have to reprogram it. On real mode, it doesn't reset itself. So we've got our fish finder going. We go to more options and we want to turn on a flasher. We go to the split and we turn on the flasher. There's your flasher mode. There's your sonar mode. There's your vertical flasher. There's me making everything bigger. So there's my vertical flasher. There's my circular flasher. My bottom's in light blue. There's your hardness. There's your hardness. So you have best of both worlds, but I think if you watch the second video that we have, which is flasher versus fishfinder, when you watch the fish and what they're doing and how many times they go up and down, which will be presented on the second video for flasher versus sonar, I think you'll really appreciate the sonar over the flasher. We have map with fishfinder, fishfinder with wide cone, map with tight cone, wide cone. And that's how you set up the unit for ice fishing.
Thanks guys for watching our video today. I hope you have a better understanding of your unit and how to apply it on the water. If you like our videos, please like and subscribe. Have a good day guys. Tight lines.